Hello people, it's Sammy doing a review for the Amazon Prime movie Sound of Metal. I'm not recording in my usual spot today just because I didn't feel like editing in front of my green screen. And my desk is just not presentable right now. And yes, I'm in this corner where I have some bobbleheads, and I was like, okay, this'll work. This is not the door to my room. I live in a, well, not, I live in a house, but, my room is, called a frog. It's the finished room above garage. If you live in that type of style house, you know what I mean. So this isn't a room. This is what people call the side attic. Yes, it's scary and cold in there, so I'm trying my best to seal it off because it gets freezing in here sometimes. But yeah, I know it's kind of off topic, but anyways, let's get into my review for The Sound of Metal. Like, I had no expectations going in. I knew what the poster looked like. That's about it. So at first I was like, I heard Sound of Metal, I was like, okay, it's a band movie. Not band, but it's like a rock, like, movie. I was like, okay, it's getting a lot of awards, but I was like, I don't really feel like watching a band movie. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, fine. I watched the movie, I'm like, I was thrown so off guard to what this movie is actually really about. And I think that's really the best way to go into this movie. I think the best way to go into this movie is completely blind, not knowing what it. See the poster, watch the movie. That's the best way to do it. But if you guys plan to, I'm seeing if there's really any spoilers in the premise in my notes, and there isn't, so that's good. But yeah, I want to try to make this a very, very quick review because I don't want it to make a full-length review because the green screen, me not doing the green screen seems kind of stupid. So let's make this very quick because I watched this late, and yeah, I didn't want to put too much effort into it. Okay, let's get into what I didn't like first. Within the last 20 minutes of the movie, well, the first hour and 40 minutes of the movie set up the last 20 minutes very well. But it sets it up so well, you know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen, what choices the characters are going to make, exactly what they're going to think, and how it's going to play out. And so, while I was happy it happened, I just saw all of it coming and made the last 20 minutes a little bit slower than the last hour and 40 before that. But that's just a nitpick. And all I really have is nitpicks. Two nitpicks with this movie. There's some moments in the movie where a character's getting rid of stuff. You see every single little detail that they go through to get rid of some stuff, where I thought to myself, is that necessary for me to know exactly how much this person got paid for doing what? And it has, because they do it with multiple objects in this movie. I'm like, why do I need to know this? Because it had absolutely zero impact towards the end, but they were short and sweet and only took up like about 5 minutes of screen time. So that didn't really bother me. Now let's get into what I liked about this movie. Before I get into the praising the acting, I am terrible with names. So Riz Ahmed and Paul Raci, they were both fantastic in this movie. They were both the scene stealers, and they were just both amazing. Whenever they're on screen together, especially their very last scene together, it's just emotionally heavy, and it's just me personally, I was just blown away by their screen time together. I was just like, I was thrown off. I was like, I am watching some of the best acting I've ever seen, and I'm being completely honest when I say that. Something that I liked from the opening frame of the movie was that it's visual storytelling / cinematography. There's a lot of stuff. Of course, they make it very obvious. It's not like, oh, I'm glad I caught up on that visual storytelling. They make it very obvious, and so you'll know what I'm talking about with the visual storytelling. But they don't show it to you visually like that and then talk about it later. They make references, but they don't directly mention something because they trust the audience to catch up onto that, and it trusts the audience a lot in this movie, which I'm really happy it did. I did watch this movie like about 5 days ago, so it's aged on me a little bit, so my opinion has, gotten a little bit, not shifted, but it's evolved. This should tell the Oscars exactly how to give out a sound award. This is the movie to give the sound award. Of course, the movie that should win best sound mixing is the year where the Oscars, just put it all into one category, so that's sad. for this movie, especially because I feel like this movie should really win both, but especially just get, you know, recognition for its each though. But anyways, I need to finish this up because this is becoming a actual full on review. Anyways, this movie has extremely bold statements at the end. But I like how the movie makes the bold statement, but it justifies it, and it justifies it very well. And you'll see it all within that last scene because they put you in the shoes of the main character. And yeah, my eyes were glued from beginning to end with this movie. I was never bored. It was impactful morally and emotionally, and I really loved this movie. And I'm going to give it a 9.3 out of 10. One of the best movies of 2020. And yeah. Anyways, that's my review for The Sound of Metal. So like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that. And adios.